everyone, this is ChakaWhat here, and today I'm going to be presenting to you my top 10 perks of Fallout New Vegas. I was originally going to combine this list into one big list for all the Fallout games, but I felt that the perks are too specific for each protagonist. I am not including companion perks into this list as they are only active when that companion is present. Up at number 10, I have chosen Mr. Sandman. This is a reoccurring perk that has appeared in each game since Fallout 3. When in sneak mode, the courier can silently kill a sleeping person when selecting them to pickpocket. If the courier is hidden, killing them will not affect reputation. The killing is accompanied by a small animation and a cartoonish xylophone trill. To obtain the perk, the courier must be a level 10 and have a sneak skill of at least 60. 9. Terrifying Presence. This perk requires the courier to be a level 8 and have at least a 70 in speech. It adds unique dialogue to certain situations, allowing the courier to initiate combat and terrify enemies, or simply intimidate people to doing what they want. This perk can be useful during quests such as Mixed Signals from the Dead Money DLC, How Little We Know, and Talent Pool. A note, however, using this perk can lower karma. 8. Heartless. Added with the Old World Blues DLC, this perk is obtained along with Brainless and Spineless at the beginning of the main quest by talking to Dr. Klein and learning that the scientists have removed the courier's brain, heart, and spine. The Heartless perk makes the courier immune to poison, adds a plus 25% bonus to healing items, and also makes it 50% less likely for robots to critically hit the courier. 7. Con Trick. This perk is one of the unarmed perks that can be learned after completing the quest Abba Dabba Honeymoon. If the courier performs a power move whilst moving side to side, they are able to pick up sand or dirt and throw it at the enemy's eyes, stunning them.
Pocket sand!
It can be performed when on ground made of dirt or sand and will only affect humans. This perk is accompanied by a unique animation as well. 6. Explorer. This perk reveals all of the locations on the Pip-Boys map, including locations in the DLCs. Its only requirement is for the courier to be at least level 20. It is useful for completing challenges such as Walker of the Mojave and Master of the Mojave, which require the courier to eventually discover 75 locations in the game. The original 2 games also had this perk, but it contained different benefits. Curiously, this perk also adds a unique dialogue option when talking with Ulysses during the Lonesome Road DLC. 5. Cannibal. Another perk grandfathered in from Fallout 3, this, shockingly, allows the courier to feast upon corpses in sneak mode to regenerate health. Its only requirement is being at level 4. Each time the courier feeds, they will regenerate 25 HP, gain 3 rads, and lose karma. If they are caught, friendly characters will turn hostile. This perk also adds 2 challenge perks, Dine and Dash and Meat of Champions. Dine and Dash is achieved by devouring 25 different corpses and will allow the courier to harvest human remains from their victims. Meat of Champions is a hidden challenge that is completed by eating the corpses of President Kimball, the King, Caesar, and Mr. House. It adds 1 point to luck, intelligence, charisma, and strength for 60 seconds after eating a corpse. This perk also adds a few unique dialogue choices when talking with characters such as Dog from the Dead Money DLC, Marjorie, and Jazz Wilkins. 4. Black Widow and Lady Killer. These partner perks apply the same effects for both a female and a male courier. Each allows 10% more damage to the opposite sex, and opens up unique and occasionally amusing dialogue options to different characters. There are also gay counterparts to each perk, Cherchez la Femme for female couriers, and Confirmed Bachelor for male couriers, that apply the same effects but for characters of the same sex. Black Widow and Lady Killer are also present in Fallout 3. For women, the Black Widow perk can affect characters such as Benny, Chris Haversam, and Dean Domino from the Dead Money DLC. For men, the Lady Killer perk can affect characters such as the Light Switches from the Old World Blues DLC, Lady Jane, and Old Lady Gibson. All flirty perks allow the character to flirt with their own brain in the Old World Blues DLC. The only requirement for these perks is for the courier to be at least a level 2. 3. Ain't Like That Now. This perk is added with the Lonesome Road DLC. It requires the courier to be at least a level 50 and have evil or very evil karma. Gaining this perk increases AP generation by 25%, grants immunity to all critical hits, increases attack speed by 20%, and resets karma back to 0. Essentially, it allows for a completely fresh start for a stronger courier to finish whatever business is left in the Mojave. 2. Mysterious Stranger. A tradition of each Fallout game, this perk requires a courier at level 10 with at least 6 points in luck. When in VATS, if the last target has 150 health or less, there is a 10% chance that the Mysterious Stranger will show up and fire 6 shots from his 44 Magnum. More often than not, the Stranger will be a deciding factor in the battle and can help the courier win against incredibly dangerous foes, even Deathclaws. When he shows up, a small guitar tune is played. In New Vegas, he also has a counterpart named Misfortune, who functions in the same way but with different effects. Both of their perks lead to the Friendly Help Challenge, which can be completed after the Stranger or Misfortune have appeared 15 times. This then increases their chances of showing up to 20%. And for number 1, I have chosen Wild Wasteland. With no requirements, this perk can be chosen for the courier at the beginning of the game and will activate all of the wacky Easter eggs and encounters within the Mojave and the DLCs. It adds a fun element to the game and takes the edge off the difficulty, with references to things such as Monty Python, Star Trek, Doctor Who, Planet of the Apes, internet memes, and much, much more. Whenever one of these wacky encounters are discovered, a small message will appear with the Dizzy Vault Boy icon. Overall, I feel like the Wild Wasteland perk really just adds to the charm of the game, and if you've never played a game with it activated, I would highly recommend that you turn it on for your next game. I hope you've enjoyed my list and found it helpful. With the sheer amount of useful perks in this game, I tried my best to narrow it down to the unique and very useful ones that I enjoy and noticeably enhance gameplay. Remember to like and subscribe. Bye!
Do you believe in kissing honey? You bet I do. Well, I believe in kissing honey when the moon is new.
So as many of you know, I am a citizen of the USA, and currently our country is suffering from a crisis at the border. Immigrants seeking asylum in the US are being detained. Families are being separated and kept in detention centers in horrible conditions. All of it is scary and horrible, and a bit hard to come to terms with. So until things start getting better, I'm placing this message at the end of all of my videos to try to use what little influence I have to bring awareness and help. There are a number of things you can do to help. One of the simplest things is to donate to Immigrant Families Together, who are fundraising money to pay the bonds of detained immigrants and also provide necessities to families such as hygiene products, food, and shelter. This organization is also looking for volunteers. You can also take direct action by calling your state's government's officials and try to make your voice heard, and also refuse to let your taxes go to fund these facilities. There are many groups online that are looking for help to make sure these people are treated like human beings and receiving the help they desperately need. Let's prove that there is still hope for humanity and help solve this crisis in the most humane way possible. Remember, showing kindness isn't political. It's just the right thing to do. Thank you.